So first impressions of the RingCX platform, we're going to take a look at first the agent experience. So we've been playing with this now for a few days here at AllThingsCX, and I'm within the digital My Messages area of the agent experience. I've got an email, something from Facebook Messenger, and one thing through from X. I can see two of these I've responded to. I'm waiting on the customer, and one I haven't responded to yet. So if we take a look at this, this has come through X. It looks like it's been a rolling conversation for some time with our customer Benny here. We can see some details here. We can also have a look at the conversations they've had, all those messages. Where this is more relevant, if I go across to my other contact WG here, we can see different channel icons. So this customer is contacting us across multiple channels, kind of thing a customer might do when they really need assistance. And you get this scattergun approach of, I really need some support. I'm going to try every single channel I can find. And if you're using a multitude of silo platforms, point solutions, you might be responding to this customer 5 different times on 5 different platforms with 5 potentially different answers, and just creating a lot of effort. Here we can aggregate that together as well. So we can take a look at that. We can bring that customer together. If we also take a look at voice, we just send a phone call in. So I'm sending a phone call into the platform. So I'm receiving that phone call. So here we have our call that's come through, and in fact on this one we've launched a script as well, so we can easily launch a script to help guide this agent as they go. We can say what this was about, for example, potentially use an integration. You have to tune in for future videos on that potentially. Also within the agent experience, I can see my stats. Let's just end that call. If we look at today's daily stats, we'll just say what that call was about. So here we can see our daily stats, what we've handled on the voice perspective, and also on the digital, what we've handled across the day as well. So let's move into the analytics side. We can go from our RingCX launcher here and have a look at those different functions. Let's click on analytics, and from here we have our real-time dashboard. We can see what's been presented today. We can pop this out if we want to as well. We can see our inbound queues as well. We can see support has been busier than our other channels here, and we can move all of this around and change different things that we want to see on here. So we can go and edit these widgets if we want to, and add further widgets, so the custom ones. Not something we've played with yet, as this is only week 1 for us. So that's probably something to play with next week. If I go into historical, then there are all kinds of different dashboards I can view. So let's have a look at account overview. We can see general platform details, so how many agents we've got, various details here. We haven't got a huge number of queues at this time. However, we can start to see distribution of interactions by channel type. If I go through this even further, we can start to see the service level on voice. Not perfect at the moment, it's fair to say. We can even see interactions per channel, per agent as well, understand what they've been handling. And then we can start to look at trends in terms of the interactions across different days. We can probably tell when we turned on certain things here by the look of it. We can see the agents that have been handling interactions, what the average handle time is as well. We can click into that to drill into it even further to understand more. And then we can bring more into here. This one is probably a bit too zoomed out in terms of month. We can see distribution by product type, so where things are coming through, whether it's digital, whether it's voice, or coming through from the MVP side of things, and even platform details such as our agent concurrency and monthly seats. If we move across to digital analytics, we can see here our dashboard for digital. So what's going on in terms of replies per hour, all that kind of good stuff. We can go into this and also put some goal values as well of what we were looking to achieve. We can go into the quality. We can see first contact resolution. So how many times are we spinning around a conversation? Let's go with the last month. Let's see here what's gone on, what's been closed, what hasn't. Let's look at our average response time across the week. You can see here how long people are taking to respond as well. And if you tuned into our unboxing video a little while back, you probably saw this menu. So admin, one of the other functions within RingCX. We hadn't got everything turned on at that point. We've had a few more things turned on now. This has been really easy for us to pick up and understand the logic between different aspects of the administration. Been refreshing to see how easy it is for us to add a number on RingCentral MVP and within minutes be able to route calls through to it on RingCX. So if I take a look, for example, at our voice queues, then we've got 3 voice queues at the moment. I can bulk edit these if I want to, or I can pick on one of them. So here I'm going to pick on my technical team, and I can go through this and change different aspects of this, but I can also just easily select another team from here, which is pretty low effort. And in terms of routing, we do have a full IVR studio that we can play around with and add things to, but if we look at queue events, we can also set things before they even hit a script. So whilst I can set a script for this voice queue, I can also go in here and say what I'm going to do if there's a maximum calls in events. It's one of our default priority options, or I can add queue events here. So at the moment, default, we've got routing to an agent and playing hold music for 120 seconds, and then the call terminates. So if we move across to IVR Studio, then here really nice and easy drag and drop interface. We can bring different options in here. We've got a little main menu and we've got 3 options. These are just, if I click edit or just double click, then we can see where it's going to. I can select what I want that to be and also the voice queue. If I move across to digital, have a look at our digital skills here, really simple. Again, very, very similar in the setup. We say what we want it to do. We can add some basic integrations here. We can add agent connection messages. We can add different tags. And in terms of our channel configuration, if I go to channels, this has been really simple. I mean, we have a lot of channels already connected. I can click new channel here, and if I were to add a Facebook page, for example, I can just connect this up to Facebook and it's going to do the legwork for me. I just copy a couple of different tokens in and away we go. We're pretty much default on our routing at the moment whilst we get to know the platform. So come back for a future video when we'll probably have done a bit more in terms of categorization and rules. Thanks very much for watching.